Hello! Today we are going to be looking at the Yellow Castle MOC that I have made. Now, I always kind of liked the look of the original Lego castle that was made almost entirely with these yellow bricks. Um, and So I decided to make my own version of it using modern and old pieces and techniques and figures, and um, really just wanted to make a epic looking yellow castle. And so I designed this to be the idea is that it's on like the top of like a cliff or a plateau, and that it's got a hill that goes downwards that is still very steep, um, that our figures here can climb up to get inside the castle. Um, and, uh, and then over here we've got a waterfall, um, and a little pond. So you can see here on this little pond that I used different colors of blue, and was able to put a bunch of 1 by 1 clear tiles on top of those to create the illusion of water and depth to the water. And they're a little more difficult to see, but underneath this tree build that I've got back here, you can see I've got a couple of um, crocodile or alligator heads um, just sticking out from there. Um, you can also see that over here, this is a good place to show that I used some different techniques for building the wall, because I didn't want it to all just be plain brick. And so if you look there, you can see I use some plates and tiles to give the wall a little bit more of a rough texture. And you can also see here along the top, I used a lot of those 1 by 1 curved tile pieces from the Lego Dots haul. If you haven't seen that video, go ahead and give it a watch. So I use these to give it a less blocky feel. As you can see on the front there, I used a couple of forestman shields to give it a little decorative element, as well as a couple of these Dr. Octopus pieces. I know it's not what they're properly called, but that's where I got them from. But use those for adding some torches, and then we've got torches up there and flags up there, as well as we've got 3 of our forestman archers, and then a couple of these older style bigger doors that are kept together with a chain there in the center. And so we'll go ahead and close that up. And then if we move around the side past the fountain, we can see this door here, which is an older door with a newer 1x1 lock piece and a newer window insert piece that is a smaller door. And if you notice, there are a few little steps there and some vines to hang on to. And then if if our figures were lucky enough to make it all the way up and then be granted access through that door, then they could go in just right there. So you can see our figures would go in through this archway. Again, I used a similar technique for those torches there, and then we've got a flag there. So looking over into this space, if we look on down in there, let's try taking this flag piece out. There's not a whole lot in that little space, but we've got some wood over here, and then we've got our furnace over on this side with a little bit of smoke coming out the top. And then we've got our little archway, or the base of this tower. So then if we go ahead and take a look at the more courtyard area, we can see a bunch of plants that I used a lot of different stem pieces and flower pieces to bring together. And I also used the minifigure plant pot piece, and was able to fill that with a couple of those 1x1 circular bricks with the hole in the center, and then a couple studs at the bottom. And so that gives that a really nice design. They are a little bit difficult to put back in there, but not too hard. We've got a horse here with a visiting knight. We've got several groundskeepers. And back here we've got some stairs that go up to this tower here, which we'll take a look at in a second. And then we've also got a beanstalk, or a vine that goes up to this little platform on top of the wall. We spin it around, and you can see the entrance and the pond again with that little waterfall going down the front there. And then let's go ahead and we will wrap this up by taking a look at this top tower here. Now, taking a look at this top tower here, you can also get a better look at the furnace. But we've got this sack that is just sort of sitting there. Then we've got these old Lego ladder pieces that I put there. So as we take a look, we've got this older window here that I'm not sure what set it came from, but one of the really old ones. And then we've got a more classic design, but still an older window design. And then we can go ahead and just take off the roof here, which, you know, isn't a complicated build or anything, but it sits quite nicely atop this tower. And then there we just got another one of our Forceman archers and another Forceman just coming out of the tower. And that's about it. I figured that I'd show off this MOC because of the announcement of the 90 years of play classic castle set that's going to come out in August. And so I figured that I would show this one off. I do plan on hopefully getting that set, the new one, when it comes out. But I do hope that you all enjoyed taking a look at this Yellow Castle MOC. I think it's pretty neat. One of the last features that I guess I should point out is over here. We've got these vines, and then we've got this old window piece here. And if I can get that to open, there we go. We open that up, then we can discover the gold that is hidden inside. And if we go ahead and remove that, we can see that there is another one of these old window pieces in there, and they're just put back to back to create a tiled surface for the gold to go on. Yeah, one last spin around of the full Lego Yellow Castle MOC that I have made. And I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. More videos are well on the way. Remember to like and subscribe, hit the bell, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.